this is me. There you go. For now. My apologies, but I will show you here shortly. I will share screenshots with you because I want you guys to see what I'm seeing. All right. So yeah, I thought for sure with the Suez Canal, with so many companies being affected, I told you guys it just depends on what you believe. You know, I told everybody, I warned everybody about this so-called Great Reset. Okay. And so now you get to see one thing after another. They're always looking for something to happen, something to come along and have an excuse to just screw with our economy. You know, there's a lot of people who believe that they're going to really, really bend their butt backwards to hide inflation in energy, which we're already starting to see. You can see the rise of gas prices everywhere. They're just going to have one excuse after another. They don't want people to see the real inflation numbers, because if you did, you would lose your freaking mind. If you get my drift, man, you really would. All right. Hi, everybody. Jody, how you doing? What is this one? Is that Expedilicious? I believe that's how you pronounce that. How you doing? Watchful Ego, you guys. Hi, Candy. Is that Candy Sandy? Is that how you pronounce it, Sandy, or is it like Candy? Sup, Niagara Falls. That's one place I got to go visit. All right, let's go over. I'm going to do some screen share. First thing I'm going to do is cover first and foremost, and it won't take long, you guys, so please bear with me. But those individuals who are involved with the My Daily, I just want to quickly show you something because it's important that you see this. All right, I told everybody in the beginning when I shared the My Daily that it's because I knew a lot of people were not working. All right, and I thought it was important. It is mind-blowing to me still that people are still not able to find jobs. So I told people you can make money off this place. And people are like, how hard is it? And again, I'm just going to be honest. I haven't put a lot of effort in there into creating the money part of it, although it's working. But I've been trying to figure out how to make videos, training videos, you know, to do it my way, to try to simplify it as much as possible so people can get in the network and make money off it. So again, this is the last time, though, I'm going to show you what I've made on here, because some people are fussing about it. And it's not meant to fuss. I'm trying to tell you that you can make a living doing the My Daily, and it doesn't take very much work, all right, to do this. So, Cocky, what happened? I got fake silver off the eBay. Yeah, that's happened to me before. And luckily, the guy that I got it from was an honest guy. He did not realize it was fake. So he was more than happy to take it back. And as a way of saying sorry, not only did he send me the amount of silver that I really wanted, but he sent a little bit extra. It was nice of him to do that, but you don't always get those kind of people, all right? So you guys, I'm going to go ahead and go into screen sharing, so I won't be able to see your comments while I'm in there. Just know I'll come back and check on them here in a second. All right, so hold on one second. Let's see here. Share screen. That'll work. Let's go. Okay, first thing we're going to do is talk about My Daily really quick. You guys know I got this other YouTube channel called Prosperity Super Channel. I encourage you people to come over here. If you're in My Daily, come here. All right, the links should be down in the description. What I'm doing is I'm putting together types of videos that you can use on your platform. I'm more than happy to let you guys use them. So just take these as a form of like an advertisement. So go watch the videos, and I explain in the videos how you should be sharing these so that you go out and use them on your platforms. Now, back in the olden days when I first did these, below in the messages, in the descriptions, I put my links. I took those all out. All right, that's so when you post a video that they go to your link. Okay, so that's important. Again, I will do a how-to on those again, but just know that this here, for those people who are in, you know, into the My Daily, this is where I come over here and I'll post videos that'll help you out. Okay, I'm trying to separate those videos from this platform because, you know, people were fussing a little bit. I get it. But this is more for you guys over here. Okay, so those who are considering using My Daily as a business, those who are using it, you guys come over here. Okay, now again, I told you guys I'm very transparent. I don't have nothing to hide. My goal was not to make money off My Daily. There really wasn't. My goal was to help people out that needed it. Now, that didn't mean I wasn't going to make money, but I wanted you to understand that, you know, you can make money. It doesn't take a whole lot to do so. All right. So before I get into what I've made so far, again, this is the last time I'll show you, and understand that it's different for each person. So you have to really get out there and hustle. Okay. I'm trying to learn this whole website right here. It's got a lot of information. It's very, very user-friendly if you know what you're doing. So the more I learned about it, the more I can make videos to walk you through these steps. Now, I told people you can make money on here. Some people are like, look, if I made an extra $500 a month, I'd be happy. And $500 is not a lot of money, but it's possible to do it on here. Now I'm going to show you again. I don't have to, but I'm going to because of transparency. Okay, this is what I'm making. So when I first got started in this, I wasn't focused on earning the money. I really just was looking at the programs. All right, you can see this. So I started to go, okay, let me look into this a little bit. So on February 11th, I made $107. So you get paid every week. Then next thing you know, I'm up here and I earned $981. I was like, that's not too shabby. Then the following week, I made another $938. Cool. Again, I wasn't focused on developing this. It's not what I wanted. But the more I get involved with this, then it is something I'm going to use to my, for my advantage. Let's be honest. There's a lot of things I could do with this money, and I plan on doing with it, and good stuff. So, but I wanted to show people who were like, I don't know if I can make money. Is it easy to make money? I'm showing you. A week later, look at this. Another $437. The week after that, $1,477. You see that? Then another $1,200. Then another $649. And then this past week, $5,234. See that? Again, I don't have to show you guys, but I'm trying to be transparent because I want you guys to understand that you can make money working with My Daily. There are a lot of great products in here, you guys. Look at this. That's the total. So if we're talking about since February 11th, it hasn't even been 2 months, and I've made that much already. Okay, guys, I'm showing you that for a reason. And when I talk about the products in here are products that I'm familiar with and love. Okay, so there are, we have CBD oil, which is awesome. All right, you also have other products in here. Health sprays. These work really good. I actually like them, and I got a bunch of them, and they do work. For me, this is weird to talk about, but I'm going to show you this real super quick. Now, I start off with Prime. Prime's out there. I saw Prime drinking this coffee, and I'm so picky about my coffee. If you guys are anything like me when it comes to coffee, I'm like super, super picky. The funny thing is I'm not a fan of Starbucks coffee. I actually love McDonald's coffee more than any. All right, it's a great coffee. But anyways, I went over here. I said, let me try this Dane coffee. And then when I got it, oh man, it's instant. So that's another thing I don't like. And I was like, not only do I not, I'm so picky, but I shut up and I drank the coffee. And I was like, whoa, hold on now. This coffee is really super good. And it doesn't say that this will help you. Not that I'm aware of. This doesn't claim to be a weight loss program, but Prime started losing weight. I've lost 13 pounds. Now I cannot say that it directly comes from this coffee, but I noticed that the people who are drinking them are losing weight. And the funny thing is the coffee doesn't talk about, not that I'm aware of, that you will lose weight. It's weird. So all of us who are drinking coffee are losing weight, which is nice. But you got all kinds of things, CBD oils, or skincare products. I mean, there are a lot of things in here. So these products are easy to sell. And if you watch my videos, I teach you how to go and, market these products off. Here is your cryptocurrency course, High Life program I'm into because it's into traveling. So I'm learning more about that right now. I will get to a point where I'm sharing that with you guys. Anyways, I just wanted to quickly come over here to this and show you that because I told people that I would be transparent about it. I wanted to show you real quick that you can make money on there. Okay. So again, it's the amount of money that you can make depends on you. All right. And what we're trying to do, me, April, and AJ, is create these platforms that we hope can help you. We're going to take you by the hand and walk you step by step on how to set up your account and then also how to network. So this way, this can be a realistic source of income for you. The funny thing is I took like a survey and I said, what do you need per month? I mean, if you don't have a job with all your bills, it's crazy how people are around $1,600. For some reason, I thought it would be a lot more, probably because I'm in California. You know what I mean? So Big Cafe, there you go. If you, I'm assuming that if you're in California, man, everybody's like, look, I'm going to need somewhere between $2,700, $3,200. No, everybody was right around the $1,500, $1,600 mark. That's very, very doable. All right. It's realistic. So I just wanted to share that with you because, again, I told everybody that there would be some transparency. I wanted to make sure that you guys saw that this company, there is a way to make money. Okay. And if you go over to that Prosperity YouTube channel, then watch the videos because the videos help set you up and then walk you through. London, what's up? All right. So let's get into the next thing real quick because people are asking me about this one. I'm going to show you again here super quick. So you guys know I got this other channel over there. It's called The Hidden Things in Front of Your Eyes right here. People wanting to know why I'm putting up older videos, the older NESARA, GESARA. So a large group of people, we were chatting. I was explaining to them that these videos have certain information in there, and they were wanting it. And I said, there's a NESARA, GESARA list. And they just were having a tough time navigating through. And so a couple of them suggested, they said, could you just please put it on your other channel? And I was like, what? She says, if we go through all your videos on your Pimpy's investment chat, it's so many videos, it's hard. Can you help simplify it? And I was like, yeah, I could do that. But just so people who've been with me for a while that you know, I put re-release so that you guys, you're not getting stuck watching these older videos. I'm letting you know that they're not new, they're just older, but they're now a larger amount of people are wanting to see them. And I was like, oh man, geez, okay. This is good then, for it's simple to find on that channel versus the other channel when there's so many YouTube videos. So again, I'm just letting you guys know ahead of time. If you're interested in watching them, you can, but if you're not, then they're not new. If I put re-release on there, that means I brought them over from the other channel, just to simplify things. All right, so let's get into crypto, gold, as well as silver, gold, cryptos, because there's some people asking good questions, and we're going to get into that, okay? All right. So anyways, as we started to do this silver squeeze and we talked about what was going on with gold and silver, I told everybody, look, what's going to happen is, we start to put the squeeze on these people. If we're successful, they're going to throw everything at us, plus the kitchen sink. They're going to do everything they can to knock down the values of these precious metals. They can't afford for this to happen. Every year, mining companies have to produce approximately 1 billion ounces to cover the needs. We're talking about the demand, the silver demand every year globally. The last 3 years, they've been deficit, short. This market is the most manipulated market of all markets. Silver is. They short the product every single time. So you can imagine when the Reddit group made their move on the GameStop stock, they built a reputation for themselves. Word got out quickly. And then what happened is somewhere in the group, and I get people arguing all the time, well, they didn't do this, they didn't. I don't care who started. The point is, does it make a difference if it was on purpose or not? The point being, silver squeeze got brought up in this group. And I thought, ooh, this is going to be good because it is the most manipulated shorted market. If enough people got behind this movement, we could really do some damage. And that's exactly what happened. You see, commodities are different than paper money. What I mean by that is stock. Those you see immediate action going up and down. You can see the effects. It happens really quick. Commodities, no. It's a slower move. It's a slower pace. So as soon as we started to squeeze, retailers everywhere got hit, throwing some of these people in what's called naked negatives. In other words, the website was selling more ounces than the company had available. It's like quite a good thing, but it's not a bad thing, I would imagine. All right. So prices started to go up, premiums started going up. People were running out of silver. That was everywhere. Websites went down over the weekend. We remember. Then they started getting replenishing. Then we started hearing rumors. We're like, oh, what's going on out there in the real world? All of a sudden, you started hearing there might be some serious stress on the comics. We're like, okay, good. My friend said, what's one of the indicators that we are successful? I go, when you hear anything about the 1,000 ounce bars on the wholesale side, and almost like clockwork, there it came. Boop. We started hearing news about these. So the 1,000 ounce bars are being affected. Next thing you know, bam, we're watching comics. The comics started, people stopped just carrying over the contracts. What instead they started doing was I knew if we did this right, this would happen. If you scare them, they'll start taking physical demands of the precious metals, and that's what happened. Starting in February, we saw a record number of contracts go ahead and take demand of the physical possession of their metals. And then here we are in March, and this looks to be a bigger month than even February. So I think over a small period of time, sometime in the middle of February to where we are now, there's pretty close, I think it is 34 million ounces removed off the COMEX, which is unheard of. As a matter of fact, we saw a couple of other things. So we have our COMEX, the London market, the Perth market, Mexico, all say we don't have the silver. They're out. There's a shortage, or there's these long delays. Perth moved some of their silver over to help cover shorts on the COMEX. Yeah. So what we're seeing right now quickly on the market is all those banks are getting their ass kicked. So they're manipulating the market to drive the value down to do a couple of things. One is they're trying to trick you into selling your metal because they want you to believe you're losing money. And keep in mind, like any other asset, you don't lose any money until you sell it for cheaper than you bought it. So just hold on to it. The other big news is this. Their scare tactics aren't working. In the past, they used to work. But look, we're talking about speculators and amateurs who are new to this, are learning. People are getting the word out. No matter what you see, that's the paper market value. This is not the real value of gold. This is not the real value of silver. We know this. That is the paper value. People didn't budge. Instead, what do? Buy on the dip. And that's exactly what people did. And they started yanking off the market around the world. You guys, this is successful. They're pulling their silver off the market to the point now where we're affecting the commercial side of silver. So right now, what we're seeing happening is these nifty little tricks that they're doing with silver. They found a new type of trick. Back in olden days, they would just put out some negative news, and then people would panic. They would sell the precious metals, and then it would take like a month or two, maybe a little bit more, for the value of silver to rebound. No problem. But with technology these days, YouTube and people getting educated, they are a lot more prepared this time around. And what happens? They used to spoof or manipulate the value of it. It'll drop. And then you would see it take like, 2 weeks, 3 weeks for it to recover. All of a sudden, it started taking less time, 10 days, then 1 week, then a few days for it to recover. What does that mean? That people weren't being fooled. They held on. So spoofing it the way they originally were doing it, trying to scare people out of their metals, wasn't working. But now these sneaky little bastards have found a new way to try to trick people and manipulate the value of the market. What we're seeing is they're spoofing still, but they're doing it daily and multiple times a day. See here, over here, this is on March 21st. Silver's at $26.23 at 6 o'clock. Then all of a sudden, still 6 o'clock, it's at $25.82. So 50-cent drop. There's no reason for this. There's no reason for that whatsoever. Just a 50-cent drop out of nowhere. All right. What did that do? What it did was, right here, they found out that people are setting up on their computers stop loss programs. What that means is, for those you don't know, you can, if you're really savvy when you're trading and in dealing with your investments, you can set up certain assets on your computer that if they drop a certain percentage in value, or if they lose a certain dollar amount, then you tell the computer to go ahead and sell X amount of percentage of your shares, half of it or all of it. You could do it the same as going up. So let's say you have a share that's $10 today, and you think it's going to go up, and you say, man, it might go up a whole lot. You go, okay, this same share, if it hits $11 today, go ahead and buy X amount of dollars, and you have your account set up. That's how that works. So what these sneaky little devils are doing is they got an idea what the ranges or percentages of these stop loss programs. So stop loss programs are usually worked when you're not near your computer, like you're on vacation or you're in flight or you're at work and you can't watch and see how the stock market's doing. That's just your way of protecting yourself. So what they figured out is this. They got an idea percentage-wise or whatever the right triggered amount is, that if they drop the value real quick, manipulated paper value, it'll trigger people's stop loss. What it appears to the public is this. People are selling out of panic. And so other people see this and they go, oh my God, if everybody's selling, then we should sell. It triggers a sell-off, and then the market is now flooded. And so the value drops. And you see it goes down like this. And so it lasts a little while. And then all of a sudden people start getting hit and they buy on the dip. Okay. Then they do it again. Whoosh. Okay. You can see it goes down because people are responding to it. But then they go, wait a minute, buy on the dip. Okay. So that's what you're seeing here. These little red marks that go straight down like this, that's happening instantaneously. These are like 30, 40, 50, 60, 80 cent drops instantaneously. There's no reason for them. That's manipulation. That's being really slick. Look at this one, though. So this is how you know people are like, screw that, let's go buy more. So $26, and then it jumped up to here. 26.48, 48 cents instantaneously. See these drops? Anyways, that's what's going on with the silver. Okay, you guys, for now. So they're manipulating it like that. They think they're slick. What they're trying to do is, whenever you're dealing with silver, they know people look at the paper value, which is what we just looked at. If they could get the price to lower, they're thinking people will panic that they're going to lose money and that you'll sell your physical gold and silver. Don't fall for it. Nobody's falling for it. Nobody is selling. Just hold tight. I know people are like, well, he's going down, Pimpy. Yeah, I told you it was going to happen. I told you this is going to happen. I warned you several times that get ready. They're going to keep lowering. This is what they're going to do. Okay? Don't fall for it. Hold. Hold. Some of the tricks they've seen, and I know you crypto people, I know you get upset when I say this, but anyways, they artificially pumped the value of cryptocurrencies because at the time, this gold and silver value was stagnant, was just sitting there. And I know people, it looks boring. You watch the price every day. There's not a lot of actions. Meanwhile, you're seeing Bitcoin run up like a bat out of hell, and it's going up very quickly. And you're like, wait, I want to get in on this. So most people turned away from investing their money into precious metals and into the cryptocurrencies. Okay. And I was like, ooh, that's a very neat trick because it slowed down the purchasing of precious metals. But the market is very volatile. And as many times I talk to different crypto people, you know what I mean? They're like, I tell them, well, what's pumping this? Because here's the thing. Cryptocurrencies came out, they serve the purpose. You're supposed to do these transactions, use your cryptocurrencies. You know what I mean? You buy things with them. You're supposed to use it like alternative money, except for one thing. Less than 3% of cryptocurrencies are actually being used like actual currency. Everybody's holding on to it as an investment. And the thing is, when I ask people this all the time, I'm going to come back over here, hold on, because here's my thing. When you ask them, what caused this to jump up in value? People like, nope, there's nothing whatsoever. You can explain to me how it is that a Bitcoin's worth $57,000. I mean, I know what the answer is. Speculation. People are trying to jump up on this bad boy because they think it's going to go up in value. That is the only thing driving it. The only thing. Now, I told you guys, here's my concern. We know, and I did a video showing this. People are like, well, China owns, 65% of the Bitcoin. I'd be worried about that, you guys, because they want their own digital currency. I showed you on the video. I showed you it. What did they say? They said what? They're thinking about outlawing, like India, cryptocurrencies. Now, that's just talk. But then based on what I was reading and what I was hearing, I said, that's interesting, because really, if they wanted to affect our market and crash cryptocurrencies altogether, they actually could do it. If they own 65% of all the Bitcoin, all of a sudden they started liquidating it and cashing in. What do you think is going to happen to the market? Because the other cryptocurrencies will follow as well. They'll follow in its place. So if I was China and I'm like, I don't want Bitcoin or any kind of cryptocurrencies to compete with my yuan digital dollar, because I want that one to be the most dominant one, crash Bitcoin. And I mean crash it hard. Sell all of it. Sell it all is what I say. So that would be a way, and then people would lose any faith that they had in the cryptocurrency market. That would also be an excuse for who? Our government, right? What do you suppose our government would do? Oh, in light of everything that's happened, in light of it, now we feel like we have to have you guys come get our CBDC coin, which is our central bank coin, and we're going to go ahead and outlaw cryptocurrencies too, because it's too easily corrupted. You know, you can see what I'm saying. Don't be surprised if they do that. Now, again, it's me speculating. You know, do you trust our government? Go ahead and put in there, yes, if you trust our government to run things. We know the Great Reset, they're trying to get us 100% digital currencies so that you are at their mercy. All right. We don't want that to happen. Again, this is my opinion. It's just makes sense to me that you would see China do this. India's already trying to outlaw cryptocurrencies if they haven't already. China's talking about doing it. So if they do that, and that's the case, then the one thing you could do is take all the money, crash the entire cryptocurrency market, end it. People would have no faith in it again. All right. United States, our government go, hey, this is a good time now to push everybody into CBDC and just get rid of cryptocurrencies. I know you guys are out there. I remember when cryptocurrencies came out, they're like, oh, look, peer-to-peer, total anonymity. I was like, there's no taxes. Look at that. No regulation, no government involvement. I was like, yeah, back in 2018, I was like, yeah, no. The government will get their hands in there. Well, this is how we're going to outsmart the banks. No, you're not. These corrupt bankers have been around for over 100 years. Longer than that. Did you honestly believe they're going to allow you to create some type of disruptive technology that would take away their power, their greed, their money? No. You knew dang well that wasn't going to happen. We knew this. Total anonymity? No. It starts off that way. But look what happened. You guys remember when the dark web came out and people were going to what's called a Silk Road? The Silk Road had all the drugs you could want. I'm talking like illegal drugs. You could buy guns. You could buy anything on there. And it was on the dark web. And people started buying it. And then all of a sudden, magically, people started getting swooped up and getting arrested. Well, if it's total anonymity, then how do they know who to arrest, where to go? See what I'm saying? Then all of a sudden, people became millionaires, man. They're like, oh, I want to be a millionaire. So everybody, it's just their way of indoctrinating you into cryptocurrencies so that you'll easily accept their version of it when it comes out, because you're already used to using it. Just be careful is all I'm saying. I told you guys I don't have a lot of faith in cryptocurrencies, but I was also smart enough to know there was a window of opportunity, and I've been saying this now for quite a while. You guys remember Stock Watch videos? Had you pumped $10,000 into those cryptocurrencies, you would be way ahead of the ball game right now. In less than a year, 10,000 on just Ethereum alone, when it was like $143. If you bought $10,000 worth and left it there to where we are right now, it had a 457% increase. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay. So we are in that area. Now, I do understand there's a lot of people who like it and love it. I'm a guy that says be diversified. I'm diversified. All right. But I don't have a lot of faith in it yet to feel like I can pump in my money in there at that level. So I don't just talk the talk, I walk the walk. Like 95, 96% of all my money is in precious metals, period. You guys know I told you guys to be smart, be safe, and do what? Get about 6 months worth of all your monthly bills together, add it up, put it somewhere in your house, keep it safe, add 10% for miscellaneous. If anything happens, like we saw happen in Cyprus when they did the bail-in, that means the banks take all your money to help them out. they could do it legally. That's what BIS passed, what's called the Bill in Law. I made videos about it. But if your money is not in the bank, they can't take it, if you get my drift. Now, the other thing I want to show you guys, because this is important because you're starting to see it now, so hang tight. I'm going to share this again and show you what's happening today. And another reason why we should be careful, okay? So we'll get past this. Oh, yeah. Looky here. So what happened was a huge hedge fund, family owned, family operated. It's just for them specifically. These guys are whales, this family. They started liquidating their positions in certain stocks. In other words, they're getting the hell out of the stock market. And it's affecting the market. Well, what does this mean? If people, whales, start liquidating and selling off their stocks, the stock starts dropping in value. They affected multiple stocks. The concern is now maybe other whales might start doing the same as they start to lose faith in the market. I told you that a while back, Lynette Zane did this wonderful video showing you the history of when we saw market crashes. Then when the powers that be would artificially pump the markets up, keeping everybody in risky assets, dropping down the values of gold and silver, and they would sweep up the precious metals, and then the market would crash. Boom, you would lose everything. 2008, that's what happened. The too big to fail banks crashed the market. People's 401ks, IRA accounts wiped out. Your retirement. I keep bringing this to your attention because I don't want this to happen to anybody else. That's why I'm saying, look, to be safe is all I'm saying. To protect what you have saved up for years, 25, 30% of it, move it over into precious metals. If nothing happens, congratulations. You still can sell the precious metals. You can get that money. You still get your money from the stocks that are still active if they're doing good. But if the market does crash and all your money is in fiat money, what I mean by stocks, you could lose everything. Just like a lot of people did in 2008. The only people who are going to be protected is those who moved part, half, or all of their nest egg into precious metals. So right away, this hedge fund group says that out of the blue blow up, and they did this on a Friday. You like how they do that? When people can't do anything over the weekend. The out of the blue blow up an investment portfolio of a whale investor, Bill Huang, has Wall Street looking over both of their shoulders. If there's one thing we've learned over the past 12 years since the financial crisis, is that big position put on by big leverage investors tend to be crowded positions. In other words, the concern right now is that there could be other leverage players in the global system that have very similar positions warned to buck, chief. So they're right. If there is a panic from the whales and they start selling off their positions and liquidating their portfolios. So this is a guy right here. It's Archegos. Is that right? Arc Egos Capital Management. Okay, this guy was mentored by a very savvy guy. But anyways, he said, look at steep sell-offs in the high-flying shares of Discovery, Viacom, TSX, TechEdu. Look at, these are not small companies. These are big. And when this guy started selling off, it affected the value of those currencies. I mean, of those stocks. Look at this. Viacom CBS shares alone crashed 28%. So if your IRA or your 401k is a hypothetical, let's say it's all invested in Viacom, you just lost 28% of your retirement. Obviously, it's more diversified when you have an IRA and a 401k. I was just trying to make a point. I'm simplifying it. You know, it's obviously invested in multiple hundreds, maybe thousands of different stocks. Okay. So these selling pressures persisted in all four of these stocks. Yeah, so this isn't good. This is the type of thing I was talking about that we need to be careful of. Okay? Come back. All right. So I wanted to bring this to your attention for this purpose. Remember, I keep saying, hey, I just want you guys to be careful. Those of you who have IRAs and 401ks, it doesn't hurt to be on the safe side, right? And that is to, put in 25, 30% of your retirement into precious metals to be on the safe side. Don't be fooled by the manipulated market. That is not the true value of gold and silver. I told everybody how if gold and silver dropped all the way down to $1 tomorrow, don't panic. Get happy. Say yes and start buying more if you could find it. There is a serious problem going on out there. I was listening to Chris Marcus. You guys don't listen to him, and he has Andy Shipman on there. Andy was saying that their company, they're retailers, they sell precious metals. They've done already 1 year's worth of business in this first part of this year. So that quickly, 1 year's worth of business in less than 3 months. All right? We keep moving and taking the physical off there. And these people, these bankers, right now, they're moving to cover their shorts. They're trying to cover their asses right now. If the silver isn't there, that means you have to go out and buy it from people at a much higher price. Get where I'm coming from? The other thing that is interesting is there's a lot of speculation on what's going to happen once these banks do cover the shorts. Are they going to continue to sell shorts? Because if they don't, that means the value of gold and silver is going to skyrocket. If they can't find the silver to cover the shorts, that means the silver is going to skyrocket. Do you see what I'm saying? We have got them where we want them. We just keep watching what types of games they're playing so we can keep you updated and informed so you don't fall for their tricks. Hold everything. Don't sell. And in fact, when you can, add to your stacking. All right, you guys? You just keep doing that. So somebody said, well, do you think I should sell my cryptocurrencies and then go buy gold and silver? No, don't do that. Here's why. I'm going to show you right now. You got money metals? So instead of losing money for selling your cryptocurrencies, you can buy precious metals with your cryptocurrencies. That saves you a ton of money because whenever you sell your cryptos off these platforms, they charge you for that. So if you want to go ahead and buy precious metals, just come over and buy them. It's a small transaction fee, way smaller than if you sold your cryptos, then got it money in the bank and waited and took the money out of the bank, then went over here and you know what I mean? You don't have to do all that. You could just buy the precious metals if that's what you want to do. Now I'm going to show you here because I got you guys all on here. Now everybody's asking me where to go for the IRA information. So if you're on the website here, all you got to do is come right here where it says other. Go over here, it says retirement account and click it. So in here, they tell you what you need to do and how this works for the IRAs. Okay, step by step what you need to do. It also talks about 401ks down here, so you guys can read it. I encourage you to do that. If you still have questions on any of this, then feel free to talk to Money Metals. They're the experts. 800-800-1865. Just tell them Pimpy sent you, man. Seriously, they've been helping out so many of my subscribers. I have nothing but great things to say for them. Now, you guys saw me do this video, and I was trying to explain things to people. And I was going to come through here real quickly and try to catch some of your questions. So anyways, some of your guys' name, I swear. Folks, the dealers are increasing their margins because of the higher demand and small inventory. It's only going to get worse. Need to buy now. So people are like, well, wait, Pimpy, I'm just going to wait till the price gets lower. I understand your strategy, but you're going to miss out. And the reason why this time that strategy is bad, it's because the inventory isn't there. Sure, Money Metals did prepare for this and they stocked up good. So they have an inventory, but they're running out, but so is a lot of other people. There's still plenty there, don't get me wrong. But there's long delays starting to happen again on the retailer side. So Mexico, their mints stopped doing the Libertads. Perth stopped. All the minting companies are stopping. The United States said there's going to start on April 1st, stop on April 1st. They're claiming it's going to take a month to 2 months just to switch over and prepare to make the new coins. It sounds like some malarkey to me. It sounds like what they're closing down for is to prevent us getting access to more inventory. That's just going to be their excuse. The Rona, you know what I mean? Oh, we're switching over. This is happening. No, they're just trying to slow the flow of the amount of going out to retail sales to us is what they're trying to do. They figure by then they can stock back up, try to use this as, oh, look, there's plenty of inventory because they got it 2 months delay. You know what I mean? Don't fall for it. Just keep taking all of their metal off the market. Somebody said, if we're not careful, JP Morgan will flood the market and drop the volume down low. I said, like what? They're like 100 million ounces. That'll really drop the market. I was like, I dare them. By the time it hit the market, it would be wiped out in a day and a half, 2 days if people found out. They're not going to do that, man. Right? Let's see here. I can show you how many ways to hide metals in plain sight. Yeah, there are some good videos out there, you guys. You guys have these sneaky little holes in the walls and stuff like that, how to, hide your metals. It's really good. And keep in mind, we just saw something that's pretty disturbing. One of the issues that Perth was having is they have their storage vaults. I think it was Perth. I just saw the article. So their customers are paying them to secure their stacks over there to watch it, but it's mixed in with their inventory. So they're selling their clients' inventory thinking they could recoup it at any time. And now the people that are their inventories over there, they're now asking for it back. They don't want them to hold it anymore. They're telling them they can't get it right now. Ooh, that's terrible. But guess what's so cool about? Yes, money metals. Yep, of course I'm going to talk about them. There's a reason for that. They're everything that you want. They are fully segregated storage facility. In other words, where they keep their inventory to sell to the public is in one location, and where they keep yours protected is in another, segregated. So they don't mix the dirt. So they're not trying to sell your holdings and then trying to recoup it later on. That's not happening. That's what you want. This is exactly the type of storage facility that you want to be able to keep your precious metals in. This is the type of family you want protecting your precious metals. Okay. Oh yeah, somebody's asking me about the Iraqi dinars. Anyways, you guys, look, it's still happening. The squeeze is still going on. We are watching the market. It is being affected. I try to bring the news to you as quickly as possible. So just hang tight, you guys. I know they're out there going, no, the squeeze is over. And you hear all these people talking about there's plenty of it. No, there's not. So when JP Morgan and Goldman Sachs and them try to tell you a lie, we are bringing you guys the truth. There are a lot of great people out there. Go to Arcadia Economics, Lynette Zhang, as you guys know. There are other people out there that you should be listening to. They are gold and silver bugs, as well as money metals. Okay? Get information from the real people. Don't be misled or lied to. Now, to the Iraqi dinar, because a lot of you are asking me questions about this because I haven't reported on it a whole lot. That's because the news is pretty much the same. Do you understand what I'm saying? There's this back and forth. You guys knew about this between Erbil and, of course, Baghdad, trying to get their agreement settled so they could pass the budget. We know about this. It's been going on. There's nothing new in that area. We know they can't pass the budget until that agreement has happened. As far as the word that they're going to take 4 years to revalue the currency, is that possible? Of course it is. In 2014, they told us they would not revalue the currency for 5 years. And it didn't happen for 5 years. As a matter of fact, the most recent change in the currency was the first change since before then. Now, having said that, I don't want you guys to go, oh my God, and get all bummed out, because look, that's just what they're telling us. And I said it many times, it's okay to pay attention to what they're saying. So this week you kind of get an idea, but it's better to watch what they do. We already know that Parliament is raising holy pajibas about the exchange rate. We know there's huge demands in the political blocs. Do they have the power to get the exchange rate changed? It's possible. So we're keeping an eye on that. I told everybody, months ago when they first started talking about deleting the zeros and devaluing the dinar. I thought there's no way in heck. I was wrong, but there's no way in heck, because I knew it would affect the poor. I knew people would lose confidence in the currency, and that's exactly what happened. Now the government's trying to go, oh, look, this is good. This really helped out our economy, which it did a little bit. My thought was they'd do it for the first 3 months because they had trouble with the salaries. I thought by now the budget would be passed, oil prices would go up, and they turn around or put the currency back, and then over time do it in increments, continue to raise the value of the dinars. That's what I was watching for. Okay? Can that happen? Yeah, of course that still can happen. But that's the thing. Everybody that's in this whole arena, you guys, everything is speculation. People claim that they got insiders. They're full of crap. They've been lying to people for so long. I try to keep everybody grounded. And yes, I know some of you know that I actually legitimately have an insider. That's fine. We don't talk about it because my thing isn't here to blow smoke up your boo-boo. All right? If they have something important to tell me, I ask permission if I could share it. Because the truth of the matter is, people claiming to have insiders, they're not going to get insider information. It's illegal. Think about it over here in the United States. You guys remember Martha Stewart? She went to jail. Y'all remember what for? Insider trading information. You see what I'm saying? All right. So again, let's just use common sense here and stay grounded. And just because I don't always agree with the other YouTubers, that doesn't mean I'm after them and anything. No, I just don't agree. We won't always agree on stuff, you guys, okay? And some of you guys believe them too much, if you ask me, man, because you guys lose your mind. So just be careful, as I'm saying. Stay grounded. What I try to do is keep people grounded. Don't get overly excited when the news is good. Don't get overly down when the news is bad. Let's just see what they do. So people keep asking me what my opinion is on the whole dinar thing. Will they take 4 years? No, I don't think so. That's just my opinion, though. I think there's plenty of reason to watch the currency go up in value. Now, there is another thing going on altogether. I'm trying to get permission to talk about this, but we think we know what the true reason is why it has not changed yet. Okay? And we're just trying to get confirmation and permission to talk about it. And no, this isn't me trying to be one of those people going, oh yeah, it's all secretive and stuff. No, I'm just being honest. I'm telling you. Okay, I get it. There's a lot of people that say this kind of crap. I don't mean to, but I'm just being honest. All right, you guys. So I don't want you to get all down. Okay, good, bad, ugly. You guys should hear all the news. You should want somebody to tell you straight, whether it's good or bad. That's what I would hope. When these other people keep saying this is what's going on, man, ask for the receipts, ask for the proof. If they go, well, no, I can't because I got an insider. It's like, okay, go back and think about how long have you been following them for? How many times have they made predictions, dates, rates? How many times have they come true? You hear it all from all the different ones. What is it? We saw the back screens. The rates are on there. The redemption centers, people are standing by. People are waiting on the 800 numbers. God put it upon me on this date and this rate. I mean, you hear all of that crap, dude. I know you guys bring it to my attention. And I'm sorry that people do that. Seriously, that's not what's going to happen here. If you want somebody to blow smoke up your butt and pull unicorns out of it with pixie dust, this is not that channel. I'm going to do everything I can to just bring the information to you as truthful as possible, especially when I get good information that I know I can share with you that would benefit everybody. Okay? So having said that, I think we covered everything. Let's go in there and see if you guys got any specific questions. I see a lot of you guys posting how many ounces you guys got. Man, I love that. You don't realize how important that's going to be until what I think is going to happen. Well, a lot of us think it's going to happen happens. And you're like, oh my God, thank God. All right, you guys. So we'll go ahead and look at this. Love your channel and your honesty. I appreciate that. Thank you for all the kind words. What's it saying, Pimpy? You're still holding blocks in whirling. Yep. Yeah, I am. I haven't got rid of those. I have actually, I think, blocks with both Andy and George. Somebody said they got in a lover's quarrel, and I said, yeah, I get it. But here's my thing on a lot of things I talk about. You know what I mean? I just say, hey, I'll bring this to your attention. It's up to you whether or not you guys want to go jump on any of these suggestions. But I mean, I don't control them. So I'm not sure what the lovers quarrels over or what's being said and what's being done, but it hasn't changed the fact that, hey, if you have some discretionary funds, what does it hurt? That's what I did. I bought some blocks and I'm cool. It's just like buying the dinar, buying the Vietnam dong. You know what I mean? I have discretionary funds. I believe something's going to happen with them. Therefore, I have them, but I don't go and get overboard and buy a ton of them. I don't do that. I just stay diversified. The one thing that I do go ape shit crazy over is definitely silver, man. Okay. All right. Check out energy. Is that the? I think you're talking about the cryptocurrency. I started to read into it, and I liked a lot what it had to say. So you guys, again, I know you guys are cryptocurrency fans, and some of them do have utility use. You guys know I'm a huge fan of Ethereum's. Man, they got like 1 billion utility uses, and I did this hypothetical on what might happen. All right, as far as you see, America, the United States owns the largest amount of the Ethereum, where Japan owns the highest percentage of Bitcoin. So we'll see. I think there's a lot of there's a lot of strategy going on there. You know what I mean? So we'll see. Again, I just we'll see. I'm watching the market, but again, I'm sharing with you what my opinion is. You know what I mean? It is Pimp. All right. Whoa, where'd you just go? I was looking at your original question. All right, so check out energy. So yeah, energy. I actually, it does have some interesting use cases. I'm keeping an eye on it. It looks pretty cool. I will tell you this: that there was a XRP has approached me. So I'm being honest. Not Ripple XRP, but a company that works with them, and they want me to come aboard with them, and they're going to show me this idea they have for a website. And then they wanted to know if they could sponsor the channel. I said, I'm not a big fan of that, but let me see what you guys got. And if it's anything that I think it's worth talking about, then I will. But I'm not going to, for the sake of just making money, just pump any crap on my program. It doesn't work like that for me, no matter how much money they offer. But this community thing that they were talking about, I've looked into it briefly, and so far it's pretty impressive. But if anything like that happens and they do come aboard as a sponsor, just like I did with Money Metals, I told everybody what my agreement is so you guys know. All right, ahead of time. Right. Boop, boop, boop. Silver's a long-term stack. Gold is get it now while you can. Yeah, man. Gold is creeping up quietly. But again, I still think you're going to see them both drop in value a little bit more. And I don't advise you guys to sit and wait for that to happen. Okay, can you explain what the fund that Iraq was going in with the other Middle East countries versus the central bank? Could that be waiting? So I think what you're talking, okay, so they have a thing called the Arab Monetary Fund, Jason, just so you're aware. So what is happening is what they found is these countries would go into trade agreements with other countries, and some of them would have restrictions. Like, don't do trade with this country, you know what I mean? Just because they're adversaries. But the real reason was this: there was a huge discrepancy in the currencies as far as values are concerned. So the whole purpose is that these countries would all sign up together and they would do trade amongst each other, but they would use all the currencies and create a basket type value currency called the Iraqi Dinar. And that's how they would do businesses with one another. But it was kind of affecting the currency basket because some of them were too low, and Iraq is one of them. So there was talk about doing what they can, and I'm talking about from Saudi Arabia and other Arab nations, to help Iraq try to do something to bring the value of the currency up. And I believe they're actually doing that. You could see, over the past 6, 7, 8 months, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Egypt, Jordan, you know what I mean? All these countries, now these Arab countries coming in to do business. So they want to do what they can to bring stability in the Middle East, security in the Middle East, but also to build each other's economies up. Obviously, if the economy starts to strengthen, then the GDP goes up, more people are working, less people on government aid, the value of the dinar goes up. You see what I'm saying? So as it goes up and ours goes down, you're going to see that happen. And it appears to be happening. Our dollar is going to start losing faith. I mean, already the Democrats are ridiculously talking about a new huge stimulus package. But keep in mind, you guys, we are getting such a small percentage of that package. You have to ask, where the hell's the rest of the money going? Of course, for all their little projects. They just hide it under the umbrella of, hey, guys, this is for you. Yeah. See what we're doing for you? So we just send out $1.2 trillion. Yeah, we're like, well, we only got 600 million of it. Where'd the rest go? Squirrel. I mean, that's what they do, man. So you guys got to be really, really super careful with that. You know what I mean? Be careful. Okay. So what is this? Where can I buy dinar? I used to go to Exchange of America, but then they were out, and I haven't checked for a while. And I was talking about the NESARA shop, but I haven't heard from them recently, so I'm not sure what's going on. So, but I've already met my goal as far as how much I wanted, and I stopped there. So, what is this one here? Gold shall destroy the Fed. Yeah, it would. If we really wanted to hike the value of precious metals up, all we need is for Trump to just come out and say, buy gold and silver. That would send a shockwave around the world. People would start gobbling that crap up super quick. It would drive the value up. Those banks that are short, they would lose so much money to the point where you can actually see them crash. That would be something to see. Okay. Let's see here. What is this question? Why don't get stimulus in the UK? It's getting really tough out here. Sweetie, you got to understand that the whole Great Reset is about crashing economies around the world to the point where you're so desperate, you'll take a universal basic income. That's what they want you to do. But in order to get that, you have to sign away your rights to own private property, which is a no-no. Plus, agree to sign away some of your rights, your God-given rights. You don't want to do that. Plus, take the vaccine, the whole 9 yards. So this is an event that is been staged. It's not fake. This isn't conspiracy. This is real. More and more people are waking up to that. I did a video pointing out that I'm so happy to see a large name people start talking about the Great Reset, which they are. Right now, Russell Brand is talking about, I love listening to that guy talk. He's gone sober. He's got a great YouTube show, and he has a way of using humor as well to bring it to people's attention. I know there are a lot of people out there who are homeless. A lot of people are suffering. So when I say don't take the money, they're like, I need it. I get that. And I'm sorry, but the truth is you should not take that. That's why it's really important for us to come together as a community. If you want to avoid them from trying to do what they're doing, come together as a community. Start growing your own food, help each other out, trade, barter. I know that sounds crazy, but it's the honest to God truth. Right now, you should be growing your own food, learning how to do that. We need to get back to our roots, because when we don't rely on the government too much, this is the kind of crap that happens. Once this happens, then they have you. You understand what I'm saying? Once you go 100% digital, then nothing's going to stop these guys, especially if they violate our Second Amendment rights and get our guns. It's over. We are the last dance. We are the last beacon for the world. If the United States falls, this isn't hyperbolic. The rest of the world falls. Okay? You guys should go over to my other YouTube channel and listen to me talk about Maricopa. What's happening in Arizona. It's big. It is big because it's starting to spread to other states. They're doing a 100% forensic audit on the ballots. Do you know what that's going to do? Once word gets out what they find? Now there's 11 states doing this. What do you think is going to happen if we find out that not 1, 2, 5, 7, 9 states have so many discrepancies that they can't explain, or that we found so much nefarious things magically happen on November 3rd to the point where it makes a difference in what the outcome should have been? All hell's going to break loose. The thing we have, the problem that we have right now is you see the Democrats pushing through as many things as possible. One of those is a bill about voting. They're trying to stop these audits from happening. My thing is, if they're trying to convince us that this event happened fairly, legally, why are they so desperate to keep us from doing an audit? They should go, hey, no problem, go do it. We feel that confident. No, we know what they did. They know what they did. There's no way in how, and that's why they're trying to stop it. The truth is going to come out. Now, the problem we have is the Constitution doesn't talk about what we should do as a nation if or after the fact. So once this administration is sworn in, we go through inauguration, and then we find out that they got there based on some nefarious reasons. The Constitution doesn't tell us what we should do. So when the truth comes out, that's when we, the people, need to take back control and say, this is what we want to see happen. So yeah, people go, you don't believe in a plan no more? No, not, I'm the 17th letter plan. No, my plan, I trust, is in God's hands, God's plan, period. Okay. Do I want 45 back in office? Hell yeah, I do. Are you nuts? Yes. Yes, I do. Just because I'm saying I don't like some of these stories that are out there that you guys are being told, I don't like it at all. Okay. It has nothing to do with what's more important, which is for us to stay focused on the bigger picture. So try not to be distracted for those, because it's really important, because when the time comes, you're going to be really, really needed as a community, as citizens. We are going to have to come together. Okay. So just hang tight. The truth is coming out. It's coming out much more quicker than people think. So they're saying the audit is going to take about, I think, 4 to 6 weeks. So they're getting ready to start here in April. So it could be by May. We're going to find out what's going on in Maricopa, Georgia as well, New Hampshire, Nevada. These people are all doing forensic audits. Yeah. We know that's going to be scary. Pimpy, 500 plus physical ounces in my safe, and another 500 gram bars and 10 ounces on the way. That's a nice stack right there, my friend. A very nice stack. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. People start going, well, I don't have that much. No, look, I keep telling people, look, some of you, and I told you guys a story. Nancy, she kept posting in the thing, this is how the rich get rich and the poor get poor. And I was like, what do you mean? I made suggestions, do a yard sale, do this, do something, find a dang way, get a part-time job. Do what you can to try to find a way to get precious metals. And she fussed about it, but she went and she got a part-time job. And I hear this, I tell you the story all the time. And that is, she said she was too tired. At first, when she got her first check, she said she was excited about it, because she knew her first job took care of all the bills, but her second job, she could put as much of it as she wanted towards precious metals. Now, this was, about 3 months ago, 3.5 months ago, she started. She's been working that part-time job ever since. She says her day job to her is boring now, and she's excited about her second job, because the longer she works, the more money she gets. She puts it all towards precious metals. She now has over 2,000 ounces of silver. So she went from this how to rich get rich, feel sorry for me, I can't own any, to now over 2,000 ounces. Yeah, that's ass kicking. And you guys know the story about Monica and the 3 kids. I told you about that. I hadn't heard from them in a while, but the last time I heard from them, I think they were up to 174 ounces. So the kids are doing wonderful. I love what they're doing. I love how mom's using that as a way to teach the kids and motivate them and do their homework and get them out there collecting cans, getting them involved and doing the labor work it takes, so they can appreciate their silver when they get it. You know what I mean? Instead of just giving it to them, they get out there and they earn it. They'll have a different appreciation towards the metals. And it's a great opportunity for people to learn. Okay. So just it doesn't make a difference how much you have. Just keep going and going. All right. Don't worry about what other people have. Focus on you. I wasn't kidding. It's funny how many of you guys responded to this. I said, look, do a yard sale. I mean, I walk in there and I found myself a treadmill. All right. It's great for hanging clothes on, but it wasn't being used. And I thought I could sell this, and I sold it and got precious metals. The funny thing is, how many of you guys have treadmills that you use for drying clothes that you sold? That thing had me laughing. I had so many people, like every other day, there'd be like 2, 3 people talk about how they sold their treadmills. That is classic right there. All right. Anyways, you guys, that's it for now. I'm going to go ahead and close out. So there's a couple reasons why you're not seeing me post a lot of videos over here. So YouTube is stopping my videos, and they're doing these reviews. And before, the reviews used to be kind of quick. It's not anymore. They're taking a long time. Before, you should take like 20 minutes, half hour. Then it was like an hour. Then it was taking like 4 hours. Now it's taking longer than a day. Okay. So if you say, where's all your videos? They're up there. I'm just waiting for them to release them. That's what's going on. That's why people are like, oh, because they're on a scheduled thing. So sometimes what happens is, on the other channel, the videos are released like at 2, 3 in the morning. People are like, dang, you're up. I'm like, huh? Sometimes, but not all those times, you guys. All right. Well, that's not true. I'm mostly up all the time, but the videos are already done and they release them that late. Okay. So just keep an eye on them. I'll try to do more live shows. All right. I'll try to do it at least 2 times a week, 3 times a week, so you can come in, ask questions. I'll try to keep everybody updated on everything. But again, right now, precious metals is huge. It really is. I know you guys are excited about cryptocurrency, so be diversified, but be very careful. Okay, be very, very careful. There's too many things I see out there that I think are going to happen. That doesn't mean I'm right. It's just my opinion, but my gut is telling me I don't like what I'm seeing. And precious metals to me is the best option. Okay, guys, that's just my opinion. I know you guys are out there. There's a lot of you into cryptocurrencies. Again, diversify. For those of you who want to buy cryptocurrencies, there is a link down below in my description. You can follow it, and it'll give you $10 free just for doing it. Okay, so I can see people want the lives more, huh? Okay, we could do that. All right, you guys, that's easier for me to reach out to you, and besides, it gives me a chance to interact with you. It's really important. This is a good way for us to stay in touch, because you guys ask me a lot of questions and sometimes I can't get to them. It makes me feel bad. Seriously. I was locked out of my email for my Pimpy's investment chat for like 6 months. You guys don't understand the hell that's in there. I'm going through, trying to go through and try to respond. I'm like, yeah, I know it's been like, over 6 months since you emailed me. I'm just now responding. So, all right. Anyways, you guys, that's it. I do appreciate all the love. I appreciate you guys tuning in. I know you got other options, but I surely do appreciate when you do come into my channel. Okay. I'll take one more thing here. What's your opinion on the price of silver by the end of this year? Ooh, man. Barring any crazy revaluation, silver should hit about 50 an ounce. I don't usually like predicting it, but there's too many things out there going on right now. I know that the market is being manipulated, but right now it's being manipulated so these people can cover their shorts. But what happens once those shorts are covered is anybody's clue. I don't know. We'll see, but I wouldn't be surprised to see, silver somewhere around 50, seeing gold around 3,500. That's just being super, super conservative. If things are as bad as we see they are, and it's really that bad and it's short, there's no way of knowing. You can literally see silver shooting to the triple digits. All right. You guys waiting for price to drop down really super low so you can buy more silver? Don't wait. Just because you see the paper market drop down in value don't mean you're going to see the retailers budge. They might, but I wouldn't wait, because if the supply runs out, it might be a long time before you can get more. That's it for now. Love you guys. You guys stay cool. Hit the thumbs up button. Don't be shy. What do I got? Like 2 thumbs up? Is that all I got? I'm just kidding. I can't really see it, can I? Does it show me on this thing? Anyway, smash the thumbs up button if you like the video. And if you're not a subscriber, please do so, because when you do, it helps out the channel. And I surely do appreciate it. And I will catch you guys later. Peace.